We all need space, don't we, to live and breathe. The question is, what do you do when you need more space? Where do you go, when you've outgrown what you have? Do you build into your attic? Do you add a conservatory, put on an extension? All these cost money. Anything up to £2,000 a square metre, which is the price of new build. However, I have come today to visit some friends who have devised another way, a different, cheaper, and actually very beautiful solution. I did wonder whether I should come and see you in Twickenham at your showroom, which is great. But having never been here, I have to say that it's really quite wonderful. I mean, because you've got how many, sort of 10, 15 units in here, 20 buildings actually within the showroom, and
more outside, yeah.
And by putting them outside, of course, as well, you're putting them in context, aren't you?
This is our internal showroom.
Yeah.
We have the manufacturing facility. Up there, there's the mezzanine with all the office staff.
Okay.
Then we have a manufacturing facility for UPVC windows and doors and all our glass.
Wow, so windows and doors as well, you do all of that in-house?
All of that in-house.
You have your own surveyors, you have your own site guys?
Own site guys, yeah. We don't employ any contractors at all. All the electrics, all the connections, all the internal electrics, it's all done by us.
Remarkable. What drew me, what still draws me to this business, is the sustainability, the ethics, the principles on which it's founded, and I think that's very, very neat and rare.
We always set out to be as sustainable as possible. All the wood was sourced from FSC certified locations, but all our waste we very, very carefully recycle.
And what about the energy you use? Because you're running a factory, you're running a showroom, offices. I mean, it's a kind of businesses. The bigger they grow, of course, the bigger drain they place on the grid. So, how do you account for that?
Well, we got a luxury being on this park. It has a massive solar farm, and we take power directly from that.
That's kind of a neat thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, there are companies basically offsetting everything they do by just writing a cheque. But actually, what you're saying is here that you can, by careful recycling, by buying green energy in the first place, which is generated and produced on site, and using sustainable materials, it allows you to kind of get 80% of the way without tokenism, actually.
Yes. One of the things we do is when we source a new material, it has to fulfill some tight criteria. One, can it be bought locally? Two, how do you recycle it? And if it can't be recycled, we won't use it. Would you like me to show you around?
No, let's go and explore them.
Let's go and have a look.
They're all different.
So we've got our own garden.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. That is rather clever, isn't it?
So out here we're able to show a bit more of a cladding in natural daylight.
Yeah, well, it's really important because, of course, colours change entirely when you get them outside, and textures too. Well, they're very flexible and adaptable because you've got, you can subdivide. And you've got one indoors which has got a separate door and a separate storage area, and pretty well anything.
Yeah.
You can do in these, can't you? Yoga room, meditation space.
Yoga room.
Oh, look, there's one here.
This one's a reading room or a writing room.
Rooms in houses tend to be determined by where they are in the house very often. A basement with very little light isn't going to be a studio. The uses are forced on them. And spaces like this, these buildings, are far more adaptable.
Completely, yeah. It can go from a playroom when the kids are younger, can go to a homework room when they're a little bit older. A lot of people use them as a hideaway den, and the kids are
what the Australians call a rumpus room.
Rumpus room,
yeah.
Bar.
Yeah, quite a library, television, home cinema?
Home cinema is big as well.
Yeah.
Gym is very, very popular.
So that's your showroom?
Yeah.
This is your garden?
Yeah.
Is that the factory?
Yes. Would you like to go and see how we make them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's kind of meat and drink to me.
Okay.
So how do we judge the quality of things? See, the thing is, these days, we judge the things around us in the made world with our eyes so often, sometimes by touching and feeling them. But with buildings, it's really hard to understand what goes into them because so much of what they are is hidden. Yes, you can touch the surfaces. Yes, you can admire the beautiful proportions. But in addition to that, it's also good to know, isn't it, that something is well made, that it's proper. And that's the case with these, because actually, thanks to Roy's approach, Each one of these buildings is crafted, thought about, cared for, and that as a customer, that approach starts with the first telephone call and ends with the handing over of the keys, and it's actually beyond that too. What I find really exciting about these, as opposed to anything else really in the market, is that you can understand how these are made, you can appreciate their quality, you can understand the story, and behind that lies a rigorous approach to process and delivery, and behind that, yet again, lies an absolute passion for sustainability and for design. And that whole integrated package, you know, from the showroom to the delivery, the control of wiring and glazing, that's rare. That doesn't happen very often at all in construction, if at all. Look, I don't know what you're going to do with yours, but I thought I might start with not a gym, no. I thought maybe wine storage and a little hospitality suite, home cinema.